Hello and welcome back to the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi. It's the daily Arsenal transfer update. You get me? The daily Arsenal transfer update. We're going to be discussing Buendia, Christian Eriksen, Dominic Szoboszlai, 3 players. I'm not going to be talking about Isco today. I don't think there is need for me to talk about Isco. There is a news about Isco. You've been asking me so many questions about Isco, Szoboszlai, Christian Eriksen, and Buendia. I'm going to answer questions about Buendia. I'm going to look at stories around Dominic Szoboszlai, as well as the man himself, Christian Eriksen, who is the leading story maker, news maker in this video today. He's been talking to the media, and of course a lot of discussions around his move at Arsenal are being discussed, and there is something interesting that he might actually fear to come back to London because of the divide between us and Tottenham, especially at the time when Tottenham is table leaders. But does it make any sense? Give me a like, subscribe on the video, like the video, give me a comment. Who of these 3 do you want? Buendia, Christian Eriksen, Dominic Szoboszlai. I'm not talking about how Semawa, because that story seems like it is up for the summer. We're back, and of course it is the daily transfer show. Arsenal going for Buendia, but the first story I want to look at is Christian Eriksen. Now, he has been linked with Arsenal over the past, I don't know how many weeks, but he's been linked with Arsenal heavily. Inter Milan of recent came out and through their president, and they confirmed that, yeah, if the player wants to leave, they will let him go. They say he is not fitting in. He's just not fitting in their style of play. And this is one thing that really convinced me that maybe Arsenal could be getting this guy, because the Inter Milan president said he's a great player, but he's just not fitting in with Inter Milan. He might need to go away from the club. They bought him from Inter, from Tottenham Hotspur, took him down to into Italy. Of course, the partnership they had then, Lautaro Martinez, then Romelu Lukaku. You expected that maybe if they got a player like Christian Eriksen, he was going to be so good. He was going to just make things easier and easier. But it was unfortunate for him that things have never gone down so easily in Italy. Now, one of the discussions that are on the media is if Christian Eriksen is coming back and is going to play for Arsenal, what about the divide between us and Tottenham Hotspur? Of course, it is even more scary at this point in time where Spurs are table leaders. They have a big manager, Jose Mourinho. He has won the Premier League before. So, there is a point when you say that Spurs can win this league. There is. They have a manager, they have the squad, they have the quality, and they have a little bit more consistent than they have been in a couple of seasons back. They're a little bit more consistent. They're getting the right results from the right clubs. They're drawing against the big teams, and they're winning the small clubs with big margins of goals. So I expect Spurs to be a big challenger of the title this season. And I can't take anything away from their performance. They look so good. They have been doing this for almost 10 games. If they can continue like this, maybe could see a different spot. But for me, I don't think this is a point that should, refuse Eriksen from joining Arsenal. This is business in the first place. And yes, he has attachments with Tottenham. He has attachments with the fans and so on. But this is something that should, limit him from coming for Arsenal. If he wants to come to Arsenal, if he wants to play for us, if he wants to come back to London and Arsenal is giving him the opportunity, I think the divide shouldn't be something scary for him. Maybe if he's talking about the relationships and all those attributes that he shared with the Tottenham Hotspur fraternity, the fans, the players, and so on. But we have seen players cross bigger divides than this. We have seen players cross bigger divides than this. I don't think if Christian Eriksen came at Arsenal and he starts playing for us, Spurs is gonna bully him or something, or his security is going to be under threat. I don't expect that. Anyway, I'm not really sure of what Tottenham fans are capable of. But in the past 5-6 years, this is a derby that has not had so many casualties of violence. So for me, maybe psychologically, I don't know how much, psychologically Tottenham, impact his, his cognitions and cognitive processes. But if he wants to play for Arsenal, if we are giving him a chance to come back to the Premier League, the greatest league in the world, he shouldn't turn it down just because he's afraid of going back to London against Tottenham Hotspur. They pushed him away. We're giving him a chance. He should be signed for us. Now the next story is Buendia, the man in the picture down there. Arsenal linked with so many players as we encroach and reach on to the January transfer window. We have almost, as I check on my phone, I just use a fingerprint, don't worry, I'm not going to take a lot of time. It is the 3rd of December. We have 27 days to the official opening of the January transfer window, and one of the players that we have been linked with is that man. The name is there on the screen, Buendia, Norwich player, one of the best creators in the Premier League last season. 83 goal scoring opportunities created in the league last season, although the side was relegated. I give him credit. He's playing with a club like Norwich, and he has all those statistics and figures. No Arsenal player, absolutely no Arsenal player has those figures. And in the current squad we have, no Arsenal player, apart from I think Mesut Ozil, who obviously is out and not playing with us. No Arsenal player can get 83 goal scoring opportunities recorded against his name. No Arsenal player. So obviously you would say Buendia is a championship player playing with Norwich and so on, but it's better than what we have, and this is what we have always been saying. But is he better than what we have? Is he, if you compare with the quality we have, the quality we need, is he compatible? Well, I've not watched Buendia, play so much, football. I don't want to lie. I don't want to look a magician. I don't really follow Norwich so much. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen his highlights. I've seen, him play. He's a bowler. He's like Lucas Paqueta. He's like, that kind of player. But if you ask me, really, should Arsenal go for Buendia among all the options and alternatives we have? My answer is no. There is no way we are going for Buendia. There isn't any reason as to why we are going for Buendia. When you have a chance to sign Szoboszlai, when you have a chance to sign House Semowa, maybe in the summer, but we still can. We need more quality. Players like Buendia are no different from players like Granit Xhaka. The way they came at Arsenal, they were shining stars where they were. But is their quality, do you see their quality as any different? For me, I wouldn't go for Buendia. Nice statistics, very good statistics. If it was for Benrahma, I'll go for Benrahma. Benrahma has nice statistics, and if you look at him playing on that on that pitch, you see Benrahma is a different kind of player. He is a different kind of player. But Buendia, for me, you bring him at this Arsenal side, inside this Arsenal side, he's going to get stuck. But yeah, the Metro have written that story, of course, in the Sun. They're saying that Arsenal have already added Buendia onto their shopping list in the January transfer window. I don't know how much we're gonna spend because we are linked with multi-million players, but we cannot even spend 25 million players million pounds on a player like Szoboszlai. We want to pay him across a period of 3 years to pay 25 million pounds a release clause. I don't know, but for me, Buendia is as flat as any other player at Arsenal. Number 3, Dominic Szoboszlai. There are reports, like I said, I'll do this story in detail. Just give me time. There are reports that Arsenal have fronted in offers to his agent and the player to see that they can actually lure him away from the club itself, RB Salzburg. I don't know how I should react to this. I should be happy, right? Yeah, but I don't believe these stories until they come true. I don't believe them. I just don't believe these stories until they come true. We shall see if we have offered him an offer. But for now, I think let us just take the glimpse that Arsenal have fronted in an offer for Dominic Szoboszlai. And you guys have been telling me that because you said we are very close. It was Fabrizio Romano. It was Romano. It wasn't me. I reported what happened, and he was saying that Arsenal could be very close to announcing something big. And now, yesterday I was talking about how Semowa, and now I'm talking about Emi Buendia, because that is how the transfers work. You guys got to learn how to deal with transfers. But you know, I love you so much, and I'll be signing out for now. I'll be coming back later with more transfer news, and the next Arsenal manager. That video should be dropping today late in the night, and the match preview for Arsenal Molde should also be dropping. So I have a lot of work to do. Please stay on the channel and make sure you've subscribed and hit the notification button as well.